Welcome back to Crazy Bill's Garage, and I think it's time we man up on this filter stuff. That's a bad joke. Sorry I said that. Nope, nope, that didn't work. Maybe it did. Maybe you laughed. If I got one laugh out of that, then yeah, I think it worked. So we got a man filter here. W811 slash 80. This would be the type of filter that would also fit my wife's well, her Hyundai, crazy Elantra GT. And yeah, this is the type of filter that would do that. Yeah, I'm starting to find all sorts of filters I bought for her car. And now I'm just using them in, well, I'm making videos. So, man, W811 slash 80. This filter, though, why did I say though? This filter is made in Korea. So where that Hyundai is made is Korea. Bypass pressure is 14. I can't even see what I wrote here. 14.5 psi. Burst pressure 280 psi. Enhanced cellulose flow rate of 9 to 11 gallons per minute. No, that's all I have written down. Looks like it has a silicone anti-drain back valve. And it's got one of these nice fancy, you know, fancy covers. So when it does move from overseas to wherever it is on our North American continent here, it won't be full of rust. So, a nice filter. Wow, man. Look at, see, I just used Man again. Man, this is a good filter. So, there it is. Let's see if I can get it. Good picture of it here for my, what do you call it? The thumbnail. That should do. That should do. But let's take a look here. So, right here we have this, and it's got a little lip. This is not lubricated. This is very nice. Ooh. You know what? I want to weigh this just because. Now we are going to weigh it in uh, grams first. So we're at 320 grams exactly. Well, then we're going to move her over to ounces. Is that ounces? That's not ounces. 1 second, I'll find ounces for you. There, I found ounces. 11.288 ounces. Very nice. Well, any other rates I'll do will be in grams. Like I was saying, though, look at this anti-drain back valve. This thing is primo. And this is not an anti-drain back valve, by the way. So that was a mistake. This is a base gasket. And I know it's awfully thin. Man, where you... Nah, I couldn't. Like, it's only got a little teeny part here that actually... You're right, my camera's doing things. Little teeny part here that does actually the sealing. So I'm guessing you just crank her down and hope for the best. No, it should seal. At least I hope it does. So we got that. Now, I am probably gonna now, and I think I've noticed all of these ones from Hyundai. It's not a Hyundai filter, but Hyundai filters usually only have around 6 to 5 inlet holes. It's probably just the way it is with those, for sure. Well, yes, I was going to show you something here. On the bottom of this box, this shows a lot of the places that they have factories or plants or whatever that make filters. Pretty neat, eh? I think that's pretty neat. And yeah, this one made in Korea. There you go, made in Korea. And there was something else I was going to mention. Did I mention this has enhanced cellulose filtration? So that's another thing I was going to tell you. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Ooh. Ooh. This is a chunk. Wow, that's a base. I gotta admit, I do like the hefty bases on these filters. 6 inlet holes. Let's count those threads. One, I think one, two, there's 5 threads. Holy smokes. She's going to hold on for sure. You really get her cranked on there. I'm just going to check something here. I want to put this back in just for checking purposes. So it's in there. You know what? That actually does sit up quite well as a sits up pretty good. So I think that would actually seal decently for sure. Now, oh yeah, that's silicone. That is really, really got a weird feel to it. I gotta say, it's a weird feel. To go with me, kind of a weird guy. I'll put that back there. Now look at that. We have a leaf spring, but oh, it's one of those beautiful leaf springs. Thick, strong steel. It's got some spring and heft into it. Very nice. Very nice. Now we got a canister. Now what are we going to do with this canister? I forgot to get a battery for my caliper, but I'm sure glad it's working today. Oof, I forget things. We'll go with 0.49 millimeters for that. So kind of standard, for these ones coming out of these, well, I don't want to call them third world countries because they're not. Where these factories are located. It's very nice, I gotta say. And was that all I was gonna do with that? I think so. Huh. Well, we'll show you this. Enhanced cellulose. Very nice. That is very nice. Ooh. And we have 02, 2022, 02, 24. Yeah, we'll go with that. I need a device. A device to push down. Oh, I found one. Okay. So let us see. Oh, yeah, it's like 12 to 14 psi for sure. Not that I could tell, but it comes back up, it goes down. So I'm saying it's workable. So I like these metal tops on these too. And these are really nice and smooth. They must know we're going to open them up because they don't leave any jagged edges on them. Rolled top here. She's rolled around. Very nice. This is half decent, I gotta say. And that's even before we even get into the filtration part. So we got 55 pleats here. I know that just looks like an S5 or whatever. I'm not good at doing things today, by the way, that involve this hand for writing. It's very sore. So I kind of just scribbled it on there. You know how it is. You know what? I'm gonna cut off this filtration and then we'll get into that very much so. So I have myself a piece of cardboard. What a piece of cardboard. I have no clue where I got it, but it was sitting here, so I'm using it. Now, let me see if I can take these out. Oh, that came out very nice. I gotta say, I do like steel strip in there. Very nice, very nice. Super knife. Yes. Super knife. You're doing your thing again. Wow, this feels like very deep. Well, it feels like I'm cutting halfway through the earth on this. Okay, that was deep. Wow, we could have the thickest pleat yet. Oh, could we get a record on this one? Am I gonna have to get more of these for the wife's car? Probably. I'm just glad she probably isn't gonna watch this, so she won't know that I took this one. Yeah. Watch, it'll be like the only one she watches in months. Yeah, it's true. just like many YouTubers, their wives or significant others don't watch their videos for some reason. I must say to you, watch your husband or your significant other's videos. It helps. It really does. But here we are. Look at that. Wow, these are wide. And we have larger holes, punched holes, of course. This is very nice. And the adhesive is tan. Very nice adhesive. I tell you, these Mann filters do look nice. Okay, you know what? Before I unravel this, let's do it. Let us get how. Oh, that's thick. That is thick. Oh, we've done it. 19. You know, I got to keep pressure on. 19.14 millimeters. That is the thickest pleat yet we've had. So this thing, I'm guessing this thing is going to be actually quite a bit of length here for us. So that would be so nice. That would, wouldn't it? And now I want to measure the how much thickness a filter thickness of the filtration paper. That's what I want to say. So there we go. We're going to go with 0.72 millimeters. That is something too. We got some good filtration probably and pretty good flow. And we have a very long pleat. Wow, that is pretty nice. I got to say, it's, oh, you know what? How much is an inch? I don't know. I can't remember how much. 24.5. 24.5 millimeters. So we're almost, look at that. That's pretty awesome. Let me get a length on this and we'll go from there. So we do have quite an amazing accomplishment here. 85 inches, 160 centimeters of filtration by 1 3/4 inch or 4 centimeters. This, I don't know. I can't remember back when I measured one so long, but I'm sure I have had longer. Might have been a diesel filter, but nothing like this. This is very nice. Very nice filtration. So I'm shocked at this. Now I would love to show this to you on the microscope, but let me see if it will work first. Well, I gotta say no, my microscope will not work today. I don't know what's wrong with it. I probably got to clean some lenses or do something. It's just not working out for me. But what'd you think of the good old Mann filter here? Good old Mann filter. I don't mean it like that. The Mann filter. So, what do you think of it? This is a good filter. This I would put on my wife's car if I hadn't opened it up. And hopefully she won't see this, but I'm sure she will. So leave a comment, leave a like, and come back more for some other videos in the future. I think it's just going to be a good old-fashioned, simple used oil filter opening for next Friday. So thanks for watching, and I appreciate it.